Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. This your Aki Madrilazil back with another quick lesson. Also want to give double honors and salute to the men I learned this truth from. Shalom Barakatham. I want to make this lesson in regards to what do the Heavenly Father means when he states, in the essence of bridling Salakia, or bridle your tongue. So I got this individual. He's pretty sure he knows who we talking. Salakia, he know who he is, and I know who I'm talking about. This individual, he's sadly mistaken on what bridle means. He think that bridle means, don't say as in a modern sense using cuss words and certain language, when presenting the doctrine, man. That's not a sin. Using cuss words is not a sin. And I'm gonna go into what bridle means. And I'm gonna start with the book of James, chapter 3, verse 5, which I have pulled up right here. And it reads, even so the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body. So the tongue is a world of iniquity. And in what? It defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. Meaning that the way you use the tongue pretty much dictates your destiny, man. It's a small member, but it can do a lot of, it can do both good or evil. Depends on how you use your tongue, meaning that how you speak. So cussing is not a sin, and it says what? And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. Let's go into what iniquity is, man. The tongue is a world of iniquity.
Strong's G93, Adikia.
Or Adikia. It says injustice of a judgment, unrighteousness of heart and life, a deed violating, now pay attention to this, a deed violating law and justice, act of unrighteousness. That's what iniquity is, man. So when you use your tongue to do what? Promote things or boast things that are what? Unrighteous, against the law, meaning unlawful, man. So show me in the Bible that it says using cuss words as you in the modern day sense, or bad, rude, insulting language is a sin. It's not, man. It's going against the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, being adverse, speaking things, boasting things that are what? Adverse to the Heavenly Father's law, man. That's what it means to what? Bridle your tongue, man. Let me read that again. James 3 and 6. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. Let me continue on. For every kind of beast and of birds, and the serpent, and of things in the sea, is tamed, and have been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison, man. So you got to understand how to, or what mind state to be in, so you can bridle or know how to bridle your tongue, and how do you walk in the light, actually talk in the light of truth. To know how to bridle your tongue is what? Following the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Being what? Righteous. Not full of what? Iniquity, man. Unrighteousness, man. Let's go to another precept. This is the book of Psalms 39. I'm going to start at verse 1. It reads, I said, I will take heed to my ways, that I sin not with my tongue. I will keep my mouth with a bridle, while the wicked is before me, man. So that's what you're doing. I will sin not with my tongue. I will keep my ways, my mouth. So like I will keep my mouth with a bridle, man. That's what it means. Meaning what? Not sinning, man. Not boasting, speaking with iniquities, man. Against, pretty much adverse to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. So show me, in the Bible it says using rude, foul, as you people may call it, cuss words, is a sin, which is not, man. Because our Heavenly Father, along with, the disciples, they use rude language, and they cuss people out in the in the ancient form, man, not in modern sense. They didn't use a lot of these words that we use today the same way. The language that we use today were not. I'm gonna say the certain languages that we use today were not used back then, man. So they didn't go around calling, like say for instance, like, oh, what's up, my nigga? They didn't use that type of language back then, man. You know what I'm saying? But they are forms of insults that were used that was you can relate to how people use them today, but there's differences. You know what I'm saying? People are being insulted back then, you know what I'm saying? But there was different ways to insult people. You know what I'm saying? Just like there's different ways to insult people now. You may call somebody a insulting word. Say for instance, you may call them, a bitch or whatever. They may call that an insult, equivalent back to iniquity. So like antiquity, back in the ancient world, people would be referred to as dogs, man. That's an insult. That's the same word, you dog. You know what I'm saying? A scorpion, like, a snake. They still use that term today. Like, yeah, it's a snake. And that's an insult. So a lot of terms that are being used today, they wasn't used back then, man. In its proper context. A lot of these terms never existed. Because there's a lot of folly is being promoted nowadays, man. But this lesson is on what did the Heavenly Father actually mean, when he used the word, when the term bridle or bridling your tongue means, man. Put a bridle in it, meaning that what? Don't speak, boast, and with iniquity, man, because the way you speak can lead your direction, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you speak righteousness, and follow that path, that's more or less, that's where you're going to be headed, in a righteous direction. But you boast in sin, you talk with, and especially to your brothers, your sisters, in sin, and you walk that way, that's pretty much where you want to end up, man. Let's read it again. Psalms 39:1. It says, I said, I will take heed to my ways. Take heed to your ways. Meaning what? Follow the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to the best of your ability. That I sin not with my tongue. I will keep my mouth with a bridle while the wicked is before me. So, keeping your ways is what? Keeping the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and don't sin, man. And with the tongue. Let's go back to Psalms, it's like not Psalm, but James 3. So I can continue on what it means. Let's continue let's start back up right here. It says Psalms 3:8. It says, but the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. Therewith bless me, Yahweh, even the Father, and therewith curse we men which are made after the similitude of Yahweh. Out of the same mouth proceedeth blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not so be. Do a fountain send forth at the same time? So like do a fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter? You know, that sweet is what? This word, man. What is the bitter? The sin, you know. I think there was another precept that I wanted to get. I don't know if it's down with like it. Well, matter of fact, I need to jump up to James 3:3. It says, behold, it's like it reads up. It's like I'm gonna jump up to James 3:3. It says, behold, we put bit in the horse's mouth that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body. Behold, as so the ship which thou, so like it, behold also the ship which though they be so great and are driven of fierce winds, yet are they turned about with a very small helm, whithersoever the governor listeth. So that's pretty much what it means, man. The bridle. You know, so the bridle was put in the horse's mouth to what? Guide his whole body, meaning that the bridle was put in our mouth, meaning this truth is put in our mouth to guide our body, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we don't sin. Cause when you talk sin, you pretty much walk in sin. You know what I'm saying? But if you talk righteousness, you pretty much walk in righteousness, man. You know. So you know, I'm gonna end the lesson off there. But that's pretty much what it means, man. When the precept talks about bridling or bridle your tongue or bridle your tongue, it doesn't mean about foul language, man. It means don't sin. You know, go to Psalms 39. It teaches you that David, but King David was stating, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Read that again. Psalms 39:1. I said I would take heed to my ways, that I sin not with my tongue. I will keep my mouth with a bridle while the wicked is before me. And I'm ending off there. Hope the body was edified. Till next time, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Again, this your Akim Azil. Lord willing, I'll be back with another lesson. Also want to give double honors and a salute to the men I learned this truth from. Till next time, Shalom, Barakatham, and a Barber Ball. Shalom.